Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast, and I hate it when I do that. Shoutcast and a game between Shuttle versus Hyun here on Achillean Waste. On the top left hand side of the map we have Hyun spawning as the red Zerg. Meanwhile on the bottom right hand side of the map we do have the blue Terran playing under the name Shuttle here in what I believe to be a best of 5 series. Alright, let's take a look at what will be going down in this series as we see Shuttle currently doing a good job doubling up all of his SCVs so that only the closer mineral patches are being mined. A very useful tactic for every Korean player out there who wants to get every last resource as quickly as possible. Now, what are the openings that we will see here on Achillean Waste, and what will be those strategies coming along as things do get underway? Now, the question will be whether or not Hyun opens up with a hatchery or a spawning pool first. That will start to dictate the case and the course of the game. Meanwhile, it's going to be up to Shuttle and how he wants to try and limit the Zerg macro engine, or if Hyun is going to be aggressive. Only time can tell what will be happening here, as we already see Shuttle placing down a 13 refinery. Pretty standard play. It looks as though it should be reactor Hellions as an opening, as we already see a drone coming in from Hyun. It looks like it will be a hatchery first for Hyun, and what will it be coming in from Shuttle? Now, Shuttle may decide to go for an early Reaper, just from what I'm seeing here. The early Reaper is very effective at getting in and out, scouting, and also forcing a little bit more Zerglings to come out into play. So far, we're going to see an SCV, come in with the block there. Nicely done by Shuttle, transferring one SCV off of the barracks there in order to get in that supply depot down. Alright, it is going to be an early Reaper, and with that early Reaper, any sign of reactor Hellions is going to be significantly delayed. That 50 gas will mean an additional 30 seconds delay on that factory and on that reactor. So as long as this drone is inside here, he's gonna just try and make the most of this and get as much scouting information. Now, coming back around, you can already see that Shuttle is actually looking to go for a very heavy Reaper count. You can take a look. This drone has pretty much nowhere to go. It will get taken down here. And now Hyun is going to be playing a bit defensive. He doesn't know how many Reapers are there going to be. Is just this lone scouting Reaper, or is it going to be an army of 3 to 4 Reapers that are looking to come in here and pressure all these drones? We can see that 2 queens will be trained, and Hyun correctly trying to train up, I believe, 4 Zerglings to handle this Reaper. The Reaper is in position here. There is nothing down here for the Reaper to take out. As we now take a look at the Reaper inside here, the Reaper trying to go up against the Zerglings, but the Reaper is extremely fast. Even off of creep, as the Zerglings don't really stand a chance here. The Reaper doing a good job. Kind of getting stuck here. This could be really bad here. Is going to be able to jump down? Yes, it will. Down to 10 hit points as another Reaper comes in, and now they're going to be able to work together in a little bit of a chase here. Nicely done. Another drone may get taken down. The combat drugs now taken in the shape here as the drone survives at, I believe, 1 hit point. Natural regeneration for the win there, and Hyun dodging a bit of a bullet. Let's take a look at the workers killed. 1 on each side, not very much of anything, as we now see Zerglings clawing away at the supply depot. A very important block there. Hyun doing a great job delaying the factory as long as possible, and with this, these Hellions will be significantly delayed once more. I would have liked to have seen the actual Zerglings sitting right here attacking the supply depot while blocking the factory. That would have been adding insult to injury there, not allowing the factory to fall and perhaps getting that supply depot to catch on fire. Now, Hellions will be pressuring out. Hyun already having a good number of Zerglings, but a very heavy number of drones, 33, with perhaps more drones on the way. A Roach War, and the standard common tactic to try and handle all of these Hellions, as we are currently looking at Hellions and Reapers battling in a very strange position here, making sure that if Zerglings do come by, they are not in any real danger whatsoever. So the Marines Reapers able to fight their way out. You can see that the Hellions are here as well. Double Reapers, single Marines, and now we are going into double Widow Mines just in case Hyun tries and gets fancy with some early roaches. Early roaches do seem to be the tactic for Hyun, but Hyun, I believe, should be playing a little bit defensively here. He doesn't need to be aggressive. He has his third base already, and he'll be able to transfer some drones down. We can already also take a look. There are creep tumors in position to try and just connect these bases and make it very difficult for these Hellions to do any serious harassment. All Shuttle can look to do is hold on to Xel'Naga towers, hold on to key locations, and be able to intercept any units as they try and run by. Meanwhile, Hellbats now on the move, as we already see 2 more Hellbats being trained back at home. Hellbats extremely effective at taking down drones, and Hyun is not prepared for this. This drop could go completely in Shuttle's favor, as Shuttle's medevac has been spotted. But is Hyun going to respond in time and with the correct units? He needs to get more Zerglings. He needs to get more roaches there to handle this, as the Hellbats are going to be dropping straight up on here. Oh, drones could get torched. Only 2 workers killed so far, as the Hellbats now getting picked up. All right, where is this medevac going to be going next? It looks as though the medevac now trying to make its way down over here. The Hellbats are very, very low on hit points. Not going to be able to do much here at all, as the Hellbat and medevacs are currently stuck here at about the 9 or 10 o'clock position. Shuttle now coming back in once more into the main, and it looks like, loses one Hellbat extremely quickly. Does get a little bit of a kill there, but only 4 workers killed, and Shuttle just not dealing the necessary damage. Is a double Hellbat drop going to be more successful? Well, it does look to be that way, as we now see already up to 12 workers killed. Nicely done. Are we perhaps going to see even more workers killed, as the Hellbats now trying to make their way over here to the natural? 2 Hellbats, however, left by their lonesome selves at the third base there, as we see Shuttle sitting on 84 to 84 harvester count, 57 to 45. Hyun being forced to train up a heavy round of drones instead of units. Meanwhile, Shuttle will not be letting up in terms of his army, and Hyun will have to be playing very defensively. He knows that he doesn't quite have enough units to go up against Shuttle's army in an attack. He'll have to play defensively. 64 drones now compared to 49. More roaches are being added, but we don't see any real movement coming out from Hyun. Taking a look at the upgrade war, 1-1 upgrades coming in from both sides. It will be the melee upgrades, as we now see another drop here and a drop inside the main. 21 workers killed now, 58 to 51, as Shuttle is just living up to his name, constantly doing drops at multiple locations. Hyun now being forced to train up drones instead of units. And let's take a look at the army supply. It is 30 to 39. And Hyun has constantly been trying to get that worker supply up, and he wants to be able to hold it steady at about 70 to 80. If he can do that, then he should be fine to freely train up more and more units. He has not been able to freely train up more units, as Shuttle now looking to take his own third base with the orbital command right now landing. Things are looking good for him here, as we see 3 bases for Shuttle, meanwhile only 3 bases for Hyun. Hyun is a little bit behind in this situation, and he has to consider his options for any follow-up play. 4th base now coming in. You can see the Widow Mines are now about to burrow themselves, and where are they going to go? Oh, the Widow Mines, are they going to burrow fast enough? It does look like it takes a little bit of time to burrow. The roaches able to back off in time, as the Overlord taking a shot from those Widow Mines as well. Let's see what's happening here. Roach is now trying to engage, but does not want to chase after all those units, as the Widow Mines would just certainly spell a certain amount of doom for all of those roaches who generally clump up together. Pneumatized Carapace, Burrow, and Zerg armor upgrades and weapons upgrades. 2-2 coming in from both sides, as another double drop looking to come in on the north isn't going to be successful. I do believe there is plenty of opportunities exactly for that, as the Marauders, Hellbats, and Marines drop and will cancel this, or force a cancellation on this hatchery most likely. Zerglings now trying to make their way over. The poor Hellbat in the backfield And oh, the Hellbat needs to get in the front to handle those Zerglings, and you can see how much damage that Hellbat really is doing, as the hatchery was not canceled in time. Meanwhile, a large number of Widow Mines comes in. You can see more Marines coming in as well. This is going to be a huge blast here. So many Widow Mines, 6 Widow Mines, and then all these Roaches taken down in a matter of seconds. And Shuttle may have forced Hyun to lose this hatchery as well. Meanwhile, back in the main base, Marines and Marauders are dropping inside, and this has all been a drop play game coming in from Shuttle. Marines, Marauders, and one lone Hellion has been taken down here. As we see the Medivacs, the Marines and the Marauders now trying to go up to the high ground. It looks like they will be able to pick up some of those units, and decides to back away. Oh, all of these Roaches. Oh, so much damage dealt. Huge hits. Huge splash damage. Hyun losing so many Roaches right there, as the Widow Mines were picked up, and now they are maybe on the move again. Marauders and the Marines, they need to get back into that medevac. Not quite sure why they're fighting outside of here. Oh, Hellbats are on the move. Or sorry, the Hellbats are on the move now. No, that's only a Marauder. Marines perhaps need to be unloaded to try to shoot down those Mutalisks, as it will get cleaned up here. Hyun doing a great job after a couple of bad hits, but Shuttle now coming back over the top with almost 2-2 upgrades. Banelings now need to get canceled here, as all of those Mutalisks and Roaches are now backing away. The Marines do not want to stim. They do not want to catch in or follow themselves after all of those Roaches, especially with the Zerglings being able to come in with a quick surround there. And this battle could go either way for both of these teams. Both of these players have a very small window. If they're able to catch the opponent off guard, things will go from bad to worse in just a matter of seconds. But Shuttle has a very slight advantage, as he now once again pushes in. Banelings are going to burrow. The Widow Mines, are they going to burrow in time? Yes, they do. And there you go. Banelings, huge splash damage. But the Banelings do end up taking down the Widow Mines as well. Banelings, no movement speed upgrade. So fighting on creep, the Marines and the Marauders still have a slight advantage there, as they're once again going to try and stim and clean this all up. Banelings, oh, does a little bit of splash damage, as we now see an attack on the front door. Widow Mines catching many of the Mutalisks there, as I'm not sure why the Banelings just didn't stick around to finish off those supply depots there. All right, a huge splash there. More Banelings dying, but it's still good trades overall, as we now see another Widow Mine taken down. This game is going back and forth. The Marauder dropping from the sky just as the Mutalisk is about to take it down. Marines nowhere to be found. Nope, there they are, ready to clean up all of those Mutalisks if the Mutalisks stick around for far too long. So far, this is going to be 4 bases to 4 bases in just a second. Shuttle should perhaps be upgrading this to a planetary fortress in just a moment, as he cannot afford to lose this very forward base. Double missile turrets, as well as we now see Zerglings and Roaches running around the far side. Nothing keeping track of these destructible rocks, as we now see, oh, this could be bad here. Zerglings, Marines, there is that Widow Mine hit. Mutalisks will be able to drop in from the skies, as the Marines trying to finish off the Mutalisks. More medevacs coming in, more Marines coming over as well. Are the Widow Mines going to be able to do anything? Yes, there were some huge hits there, but the Zerglings were actually in a single file line to try and minimize the damage. Marines and Marauders are there once again, as the medevacs perhaps should be using those afterburners or to get the heck out of Dodge. 4/3 here, a little bit of a mistake by Shuttle, but that's not going to haunt him. We are no longer in the early or even in the mid-game. This is the late mid-game, perhaps. Both sides with the armies that they're going to be sticking with 9 times out of 10. We shouldn't be seeing any tech changes there, as the planetary fortress is not yet completed. A little bit of a mistake by Shuttle to not finish the orbital or the planetary fortress in a timely manner, forcing all the Marines to head back here in order to defend. Meanwhile, another drop happening here at the 4th base of Hyun. Hyun in a little bit of trouble. The medevacs trying to get away. Mutalisks, the same speed now almost as an afterburner medevac, as the medevacs are looking to get away but will not be able to do so. However, the front door, oh, the rocks, oh, what? The Widow Mines, yes, were crushed in that little bit of engagement there, but not before the damage was dealt. Let's see what's going to be happening here, as we should be seeing the Marines and the Marauders taking down all of these destructible rocks. Here we go. Oh, medevacs now once again trying to pull away. You can see Marines and Marauders are there. The rocks are about to fall here in just a moment. The Marines just need to get clumped up a little bit closer in order to take down these rocks. And here we go, as 3/3 upgrades are about to complete. Shuttle now with a 40 supply advantage may be able to do a split prong attack, hit in 2 locations, and then perhaps detonate some of these Banelings. Banelings now trying to pull away there. Oh, the Widow Mine did not get the attack off as the Mutalisk clean up one of the two medevacs, and now the Marines are going to be dropping up on the high ground there. No real luck whatsoever, as we now see Shuttle looking to push in again. There you go, the Banelings. Are they going to find their target? Yes, find one lone Marine, as we're still looking at a bit of an engagement there. A beautiful pickup, as we may have a drop around the side again. The Roaches, the Mutalisk looking to come in. The Marines in a very forward position. It looks like they will get taken down. Yes, they do, as the Marines and the Marauders are still trying to fight a bit of a battle here. The Widow Mines have a little bit of an arming time before they actually shoot at Banelings, Mutalisk, or anything of that nature. The Banelings, wow, get off some very nice splash damage onto those poor Widow Mines there. Yes, they are light units. They do take a lot of damage from those bursting Banelings, as we are now going into a Greater Spire and an Ultralisk Cavern. Hyun doing a very, very admirable game here, fighting his way back in. He was down 40 supply. He is now even once more, as the Banelings are going to roll through. Is it going to be enough? Banelings do hit some huge hits there, as more Banelings do detonate. In comes on the far side here the Marines and the Marauders. Oh wait, Mutalisks are going to fly straight into a group, and this cannot be a good fight at all for Hyun. Hyun, however, not landing any hits with those Banelings. Beautiful Widow Mine placement, causing problems as we see another detonation there. Those Widow Mines have been the talk of the game so far, as we are now looking at what should be another drop here. Is it going to be successful? Yes, dropping now into the main. One medevac has been taken down. Everything else still trying to engage here, as we see Shuttle sitting at 160 versus 123. Hyun not doing that great of a job trading. He started to get his way back in, only to fall behind by about another 40 supply. Double starports now coming in. Perhaps he spotted the Greater Spire and knows that he needs to make something happen. Meanwhile, what is this? We see two Widow Mines. Oh, is Shuttle going to be able to hit? No, he is not going to be able to hit anything important here. Hyun now trying to establish up another base, as we see Zerglings running straight in. That is not going to be a good shot whatsoever, as the Marines and the Marauders are still there. In comes more units from Shuttle. Hyun is not going to be able to recover from this at all, as we now see a 70 supply discrepancy. What is this? No, Zerglings now trying to make their way in, but there was a squadron, or a platoon of Marines and Marauders already in position to intercept all of those Zerglings. Key Widow Mines are positioned all across the map, so Hyun, anytime he moves out, will have to move out in separate groups. One to disarm the Widow Mine, and the second one to actually kill it. We can see that there is a good number of Widow Mines here ready to go. Are they going to be able to root themselves? Yes, or burrowing themselves in just a matter of seconds. There's a Baneling hit there. Are we going to see perhaps some Zerglings and some Ultralisks? Ultralisks are in position. The Marauders now in a forward spot here. This is not a good spot to be fighting in, but the Ultralisks cannot get slowed down. And there is the GG from Hyun. Hyun realizing that if he could not clean up this base here at the 3 o'clock position, things were just going to go from bad to worse. Hyun just not trading well, as you can take a look at the overall losses. 80,000 resources lost, but it really felt like Hyun could have gotten back into this in a couple of key moments. Some big hits from those Widow Mines, giving Shuttle the win. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed Game 1. Please stay tuned for Game 2.